Welcome to the 32nd chapter of the book of Genesis, and Jacob fears Esau. In verse 1 it begins, Ke Yaakov apilthan is tin iaftu odon, and Jacob went forth into his own way. The odometer is a derivative for that odon. Ke anavlepsas, and having looked up, ide parem volin theu, parem veveli kian, and he saw the camp of God encamped. It has host in King James, but it's really not a host. It's not necessarily a military camp. That would be a different Greek word. And it continues, Ke sinin tisan afto I angeli tu theu, and the angels of God met with him. There's the Alpha Gamma Gamma and the angels of God. It could be messengers of God. Down here we'll see it says messengers. We get there, and but messengers is for of God. They're more than just messengers. They're beings that are not of earth. Verse 2, Ipe the Yaakov, and Jacob said, Inika ethan aftus paremvoli theu afti. When he saw them, this is the camp of God. And it's quite a thing to be seeing the camp of God and all these angels. I can't imagine what he was looking at. Hopefully someday we will see this. Ke ekalase to onomatu topu ekinu paremvole, and he called the name of that place camps, paremvole. If we go to our map and of Palestine or Canaan, we'll see right over here Manahaim. That's camps in the Hebrew, and then Penuel, which a little bit later we get to, is here in the Jabbok. Stream is there where he fords over, and we will see that here in a few verses. And Jacob, and he called the name of the place camps. In verse 3, Apostolic the Yaakov angelus empros thenaftu pros Esaf ton adelphon naftu. And Jacob sent messengers. He didn't send angels. They're different. This is a messenger. But angels are messengers, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not, but they're heavenly messengers. He sent them in front of to his brother Esau. Is Gin Seir, is Horan, Edom. And we'll go back to our map again, and that area, Seir, is right down here, and Edom is right down here, as you can see, in the bottom below the Dead Sea. And Seir was considered right next to the Dead Sea. In verse 4, Ke enatilato aftis, and he gave charge to them, legon, saying, Utos erite to kiriumu Esav, thus you shall say to my master Esau. And Kyrio is a master. It's not. Kyrios is with all capitals. Lord with all capitals would be for the tetragrammaton, but here it's master. Utos legi ope su Yaakov. Thus says your servant Jacob. So he's humbling himself in front of his brother, who was out to get him and kill him at one time. Meta lavan parokise. I sojourned with Laban. Ke ek chronisa eos tunin, and I passed time until the present. Chron, you can see this chron right here. Hero omicroni has to do with chronology as the derivative. I should have highlighted that. I sojourn and pass time until the present. Verse 5, Ke agenon to me voes, ke oni, ke provata, ke pedes, ke pediske, and came to me oxen and donkeys and sheep and manservants and maidservants. Ke apestila anangile to kirio mu Esav, and I sent to announce to my master Esau. And now here's the Alpha Gamma Gamma. It's not an angel, but it's a verb to give a message, to announce to my master Esau. ina evri ope su harin anantion su, that your servant might find favor before you. Verse 6, Ke anestrapsen I angeli pros Yaakov. And the messengers returned to Jacob, legontes, saying, Ilthomen pros ton adelphon su Esav. We came to your brother Esau, adelphon. Ke idu, and behold, avtos erkete is sinantasin su. He is coming to meet you. Ke tetrakosii andres met avtu. And 400 men with him. Whoa. And andros, we have an android as a derivative for that word, a manly type of, has to do with manly. 7, Ephovithi the Yaakov svodra, and Jacob feared. There's the verb phovi, phobia, exceedingly. Ke iporito, and he was perplexed. 400 men coming. Ke diile ton leon, and he divided the people. Ton methiaftu, the one with himself. Ketus voas, and the oxen. Keta provata, ke theo parem volas, and the sheep into 2 camps. Provata. It could be a flock of sheep into 2 camps. Later it has pimnin, and trying to figure out the difference between the two, it probably would take a Greek, maybe even some Greek that was from Israel. Ke ipen Yaakov, and Jacob said, Ean elthi Esav is parem volin mian. If Esau should come into one camp, ke kopsi aftin, and smite it, este I parem voli I devrtera isto sozesthe. The second camp will be for delivering. Sozesthe. It's not you could use saving, but I use delivered throughout the Apostolic Bible, because so many times it's like I mentioned, it's nothing to do with an eternal type of a condition that will happen. Verse 9, Ipe the Yaakov, and Jacob said, O Theos tu patros mu, Avram, the God of my father Abraham, patros, paternal, is a derivative. Ke o Theos tu patros mu Isaac, and the God of my father Isaac. Kyrie, o ipon mi apotrake istigin tis genesio su. O Lord, the one saying to me, run to the land of your birth. Ke ev say piso, and I will do good to you. 10. Ikanusto mi apopasis dikiasinis. Is it fit to me for all righteousness? Ke apopasis aletheus, and of all truth. Is apisas topaidisu, of which you did to your servant. He's reminding God of how benevolent God is. I'm sure God knows that, but we pray so much, it's telling ourselves who God is. I mean, God knows in our prayer that He's who He is. But when we pray, we say who He is and His attributes. Engar tiorab domu tavti dievin ton iordanin tuton. For with this my rod I passed over this Jordan. He did what He said. Nini de gegona is theo parem volas. And now I exist in 2 camps. 11. Exelume ek hieros tu adelpho mu. Rescue me from the hand of my brother. Hieros, chiropractor, is a derivative, chiro. Ek hieros Esav, from the hand of Esau, and he's giving his name. Otifovume ego avton, mi pote elthon, pataxi me, ke mitera epi technis. For I fear him. Again, the verb, lest coming he should strike me and the mother with the children, the mitera, maternal.